It's okay, guys. It's me. I'm PG. I'm chillin', and this is my review of Westside Gunn's new album, and then you pray for me. This acts as a sequel to his album Pray for Paris, which was one of my favorite records from 2020. So his fanbase, like myself, were anticipating a continuation of that and that Griselda aesthetic, which we've all grown to love, where that gritty, grimy boom bap meets opulence, that luxurious and almost gaudy soundscape. And we still get that here with more coke talk, high fashion talk, but it's not the whole picture. In typical Westside Gunn fashion, it starts off with this spoken word intro from A.A. Rashid, and we hear spoken word at the end of the album from Keisha Plum. We're given that dusty boom bap production on songs like Mama's Prime Time, Suicide and Self Ridges, and The Revenge of Flip's Leg, or beautiful plucked piano keys on the song Babylon Biss, or that gorgeous symphony of a drumless beat on Kitchen Lights. Which, by the way, one of my favorite songs of the year. We get that gorgeous instrumental along with some vivid imagery from Westside and Stove God Cooks. Speaking of which, we get a ton of solid features from him, as well as other Griselda cohorts like Benny the Butcher, Conway, Rome Streets, Boldy James. But I think the best feature on here comes from Jid. So for the fans that love that Griselda sound, he did deliver, but there is a flip side to that where Westside does experiment a lot more with trap production. I mean, he did tinker with trap beats before on his last album, Hitler Wears Hermes 10, but here we get about half an album worth of that. I mean, there's even production from Tay Keith on here. And needless to say, his fan base have not been happy about it. I just didn't find that abrasive trap production to match Westside Gunn's style of rapping. And we also get that throwback OG style of trap beats, like from the era of Jeezy and Rick Ross, who both are featured on here. But I don't find these songs to be executed well, and they just don't fit the curation of the album. And curation is Westside Gunn's strength. He had these slow, one-dimensional flows that just didn't work with them. It sounded awkward like on songs LL Bull Gun and Disgusting. And there was other aspects that just didn't work out for me, like on one song he had a verse that was chopped and screwed, in another song with a verse where he had this whisper type of delivery, or on the song Chloe with Ty Dolla $ign where he has this attempt at a dirty R&B song. And it's not even the lyrics that bother me on there, it's just the way Westside Gunn sounds and delivers. So it's a tough album to judge because fans and critics looking on the outside, you're stuck between wanting the artist to give you what you're accustomed to and what they are known for, versus the artist's choice to experiment and quite frankly, do what they want to do. And guess what? Artists don't owe us shit. Especially since Westside Gunn has already brought enough influence from and for the underground hip-hop scene for the last several years. So if he decides to do something different and you hate it, as a listener, you're putting him in a box that you made for him. But that goes for artists in general. While I do appreciate Westside doing his thing and trying to give us 2 meals in one, it's what he does best that's a lot more digestible. While the other, the trap beats, doesn't go down smoothly, so there is a pretty good album buried in this bloated mess. But I still look forward to more music from him. As he said in an interview with Anthony Fantano, this is not going to be his last project. But I truly believe that his sound will evolve and he'll take Griselda to even newer heights. But this album is one of his worst curations that I can remember. My favorite songs are Mama's Prime Time, Costas, Fly God 2X, Kitchen Lights, and The Revenge of Flip's Leg. These are my thoughts. Boom, 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 boom. Stay blessed.